guys, welcome to another super exciting episode of Unusual Eunice. First off, I want to appreciate every one of you. Those that watch the show, those that comment on the show, those that like the show, those that share the show. I love you all. I really do appreciate every one of you. You guys are the real McCoy. And well, starting this week, first off, so there's this thing going about the Stingy Men Association of Nigeria. Hold on. So it's funny. I kind of liked it when it came out because, most of the guys that were putting it up, we all know they're not stingy. We know it was a joke. So we were all enjoying it until the real stingy ones came up too. The real stingy ones came up too. Excuse me. It's not a platform or a forum for you to come celebrate your meanness. It's so funny. We already know. I had to tell someone on Instagram, DM anyway. I'm like, yo, we already know. You don't even have to come out for this. We already know you are stingy. So please, it's okay for the guys that we know that they're making a joke out of it, fine. But for the real stingy ones, hey, we don't even want to see. We don't want to see. Okay, so guys, well, I thought that was funny anyway. So have you heard of Sleepy Bella aphrodisiacs? Sleepy Bella aphrodisiacs. I'm going to start with this, okay? So when I was younger, there was, men usually would love to body shame a woman, maybe because she doesn't, she's not giving to whatever advances. She doesn't like you, period. You don't have to start saying stuff like, oh, she stinks. Oh, her private part stinks. I detest words and men like that. Because first off, most of you are even lying. You just want to bring that woman, you want to make her an object of ridicule, which I do not think it's fair. And then secondly though, I also know that some women do not even know how to take care of themselves. And that's pretty much true. They do not. Because for whatever reason they heard, oh, you don't have to use soap or some kind of soap to wash your private part. Yes, you don't have to use some kind of soap. But there are also some feminine hygiene wash you could use. So that's why I want you to go up on Sleepy Bella Aphrodisiac and grab yours. Well, this is not the soap, this is the oil. Sometimes you need to massage that place and make it feel good. You massage it, take care of it, make it breathe. And for those ladies that have, fibroid and some kind of, issues though, this is yoni pearls. Have you heard of yoni pearls? This is amazing. Listen, you don't have to listen to me about all this. Go to Sleepy Bella Aphrodisiacs. It's all there. What it does, what it contains, how to use it, the result, and their reviews. So go ahead, we ladies, it's 2021. It's time for us to take care of ourselves. Because if you do not take care of you, who will? That sounds like a cliche, from Dettol advice. We always hear, if you don't do it, who will? So if you don't take care of you, who will? Alright guys, so it's another super excited episode today on Unusual Eunice. Do not go nowhere, cause I will be right back. So on today's episode of Unusual Eunice, today's story is another very confusing one, and I sincerely do want you guys to tell me, what do you want her to do, as I myself don't even know what to tell this young lady. So let's go into today's story. Nkiruka, 18-year-old Nkiruka, who actually is from a very humble background. She's a daughter of a police officer, and the father died like 5 years back, leaving herself, her mom, with 9 other siblings. So you know how hard things are. To start with being a police officer, you don't really get much anyway. And now he's gone, he's dead. Who's going to take care of 10 kids? But regardless, the wife is trying and struggling so hard to make sure that, she puts food on the table, that the children are fine, which I will commend her for that. But hey, now Kiru is 18, she couldn't even further into college or into the university, as when she was done with her secondary education, that was it. Lucky her, she even finished her secondary education. Now Kiru is out there doing every petty job here and there just to make ends meet. And then Kiru meets George. George, a 22-year-old young man as herself. Only difference is George was in the college. He was an undergraduate in the college, and he was paving way and trying to get his future better, while he was doing petty jobs here and there to help the family make ends meet. But this didn't disturb them. They had the relationship, it was nice, and 1 year down the line, somehow George got a visa to Australia. Obviously he applied for the visa anyway. He got the visa to visit Australia, and how it is for boyfriends and girlfriends. They're gonna cry, I'm never gonna forget you, you're gonna save yourself for me, I love you, I'm gonna come back for you, blah 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 and whatnot. George leaves for Australia. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, it kept going. A year. We didn't hear nothing from George. She was going crazy. She didn't hear. She later just she resigned to faith. Like, well, what was I thinking? Now he's abroad. He's in Australia. I mean, maybe I'm not even up to standard anymore. And there goes Nkiruka's mother with 10 children, which is very hard. Nkiruka's aunt comes in to say to her mom, "Oh, there's this brother I know in my church in Lagos. He's a matured man, but he's a very good man. And blah blah blah. I think he'll make a good husband for Kiru. I think it's time for Kiru to get married. I mean, if she gets married now, she's going to save you the expense, and then she's also going to help the family." Okay, why not? The mother agreed. Alex came all the way from Lagos to meet Nkiruka's mother and Kiru. Alex likes Kiru, so before you knew it, they fixed the wedding. They were planning the wedding. 2 months into planning the wedding, from nowhere, George finds a way to get across to Nkiruka's friend on Facebook. He was excited when she saw the friend on Facebook. What? I've been trying to reach Kiru. I don't even know how to reach her. Thank God I even saw you here. Okay, I'm going to be there tomorrow at so time when you call, And Kiru's friend goes to Kiru's house the next day. We have phone. He calls. She gives Kiru the phone. Kiru was shocked. They cried and cried and cried. And they spoke for a long time. In all of this, Kiru didn't tell George she was getting married. She didn't say it to George. So George just assumed, well, my girlfriend, we're back to where we left it off, so now we're cool. Before, in like 3-4 weeks, after Kiru told George how hard things has been, and she would love to start her own business, only that she doesn't have no capital, blah blah blah, George sent Kiru 500,000 naira. So, you know what? Start something with this. Subsequently, we'll see what we can do. And Kiru's marriage is what? 3 weeks away. 3 weeks away, and the husband-to-be already lost his job. They already invited a lot of people for this wedding. How are we going to go about this? Well, thank God, George came to rescue. The money that was meant for the business, and Kiru used it for her wedding. It was a nice wedding. Boom, 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 the wedding is off. They're done with the wedding. Now she's legally married. Now she's living in Lagos with Alex. Things are going well with both of them. Every time, George would always send Kiru money. She would say something about one business or the other business or the other business. George would always send her to support her. Before you knew it, Kiru got pregnant and she had a beautiful bouncing baby girl. In all of this, Kiru still did not tell George she was pregnant or she has a baby. Now, after 3-4 months after she had her first child, George says to her, guess what, Kiru? Now I have all my papers. I'm coming home. I can't wait to see you. What? Yes, I'm coming home, baby. I've missed you. Haven't you missed me? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's fine. Okay, why not? Yeah, I would like to see you. Now, Kiru stays in Lagos with her husband. George lives in Calabar. His family is in Calabar and he's going to Calabar. So he assumed Kiru is going to come and meet him in Calabar. Oh, what am I going to do? Okay, she devised a means. She tells her husband, oh, my mom is very sick right now. She's very sick. I need to go take care of her. I hope she doesn't die. She's crying. The husband says, okay, that's fine. Go ahead. Go and take care of her. It's okay. She leaves Lagos. She travels all the way to Benin City. She gets to Benin City. She tells the mom, oh, my best friend is getting married. And it's going to be hard if I don't attend her wedding. I'm going to drop my daughter here. I'm going to go for the wedding. I'll be back in 2 days and I'll pick her up. Why not? So she flies down to Calabar to see George. They had a beautiful time. They're both now matured. She was in shock that George didn't even realize she just put to bed. I'm sure when a woman just puts to bed, you all know she's either lactating or, some men, she just put to bed. But plus Kiruka is a very small statured lady. And most times all those small statured ladies, sometimes actually you wouldn't even know if they're pregnant or not. Well, it went well. She came back to Benin, picked up her daughter, went back to Lagos. George flies back to Australia. 3 weeks after she got back to Lagos, she realized she's pregnant. Now she's pregnant for George. Okay, so she calls George to tell George, oh my God, George, I'm pregnant. I don't know what result she was hoping to get. George was excited. Oh my God, now we're going to make it official. He was excited like crazy. I'm going to be a father. You are going to be the mother of my children. So now finally you'll be my wife. They were excited. This was going on. George would always send her money to take care of herself, to take care of the son, to pay the bills. George would always, even feeling that he's also helping, Kiru and the siblings and the mom. In all of this, Kiru started a hairline business, which became very successful. And she also added body cream business, so she was, producing cream, and she was also selling hair in wholesale. She was making cool cash. She was excited. Her life turned around for the better. Well, after her son, the one by George, after he was 2 years old, she got pregnant again by her husband. In all of this, George didn't know. And she gave birth to another bouncing baby girl. A year after, George also returned home. But this time he only came for a 4-day visit. He had something urgent according to him he had to take care of. Boom, he comes down to Nigeria, took care of everything, but he wanted to see his wife and his son. She flies down to see George. George is excited, and of a truth, the son is his splitting image. Oh wow, he's excited, he's happy. They stay with him for 2 days. She gets to go back, okay, and George also has to go back, so they both go back. She gets back to Lagos another 2-3 weeks after. She's pregnant again. She's in shock. What do I even do? What's happening to me? How do I even explain this? How do I even tell George this? I'm married, for Christ's sake. This time she chose not to tell Judge about it. She keeps the pregnancy secret. So thereby the husband feeling he impregnated his wife. And boom, she gave birth to a bouncing baby boy. Now she has 2 daughters for her legal husband, and she's got 2 sons for her estranged lover, for George. Now, George suddenly calls one day and says to her, you know what? Now I don't want you and my son, struggling that hard anymore. Go get 2 plots of land somewhere. I want us to build a property. I want you guys to be okay. You're all I'm working for. I want you guys to be okay. Really, really? Boom. He sent her money. She indeed procured 2 plots of land. And he was sending her money every time to build a place, to build a palace, a mansion for himself, his wife, and his son. Well, she was building it anyway, because along the line she was taking pictures. Every step of the way she would take pictures and send to him. But she bought the land in her husband's name. Told the husband, oh, from my business and this and that, I've been able to save this, I was able to buy this. The husband was shocked, like, what? You were able to buy this? Because it's expensive to even procure a land where she got the land. So the husband is like, wow. She also, helped more in putting money down to make sure they build the place. Now they built a beautiful home. Beautiful, magnificent home. She moved in there with her husband and her 4 kids. They are living life. She's still, going on with her game, and, she's feeling good about it. Only this time, George calls her to say, you know what? Baby, I'm tired of all this hide and seek game. I'm coming home to marry you legally and bring you and my son with me to Australia. She didn't feel she heard him rightly. What did you say? Yeah. What do you think? It's time for us to leave as family. I miss you. I miss my son. I want us to be together. Well, yeah. I think that's a good idea. Yeah, why not? Yeah. That's a good idea. Okay, fine. Ever since they had this conversation, and Kiru has been a ghost of herself. She doesn't even know what to do. In 2 weeks, George is going to be here in Nigeria to legally marry her and, take her and the son. She told the husband she bought this land. How would she even explain? You've been sending him pictures upon pictures, so he knows how it's been going. He never knew you. How do you even explain this to this man? And how do you explain this to your husband? Long and short of the story is, George will be here in 2 weeks. Now, this is where I come to you guys. What do you think Kiru should do? Should she block him, from everywhere, social media? But come on, how long are you going to block him for? You have his son with you. No man will let you go away with their son. Especially, you even have 2, not 1, although he doesn't know of the other one. But he's eventually going to know. What do you think Kiru should do at this point? Should she tell the husband she did this because she felt that was the only way for them? Sometimes I think honesty is the key to everything. No matter how ugly a situation is, always learn to tell the truth. It's messy when you say the truth. It's messier when you lie. I would say, call your husband and tell him. Or, when the guy gets here, let him know. I don't even know. Let him know, so what? He wants his son. It's still good. I don't know. You guys are going to help me with this. Whatever you think, there's a comment section below. Please do write whatever you feel. Your comments are quite paramount to me. I say this all the time. And then again, you want to like, please like. Subscribe, please do subscribe. And please do share. I appreciate you all. I love you all. Until I come your way again next week, please stay safe. Remember to wear your face mask and social distancing. I love you all and bye.
Unusual units.
Unusual units.
Unusual units.
Unusual units.
Unusual units.